phases of human resources management. Therefore, we will closely examine these three phases of human resources management. Okay, human resources management activities. There are a lot of human resources management activities. We will examine in detail for these activities. I told you there are three phases of human resources management: acquiring phases, maintaining phases, developing phases. Each of these three phases of human resources management consists of variety of related activities. Okay? Human resources management. What is human resource management? The people, the employee are acquired, hired, maintained, and developed for the company. Okay, the first phases is the acquisition of personnel. Okay, the acquisition of personnel includes the acquisition of personnel begins with the planning activities and various activities that lead to hiring new employees. The planning phases of human resource management normally includes the following 5 separate activities: human resources planning activities, job analysis activities, recruiting activities, selection activities, orientation activities. Human resources planning activities are for the determine the firm's future human resources needed. Job analysis is for determining the exact nature of positions. Recruiting is attracting the people to apply for the job position. Selection is choosing and hiring the most qualified applicants. Orientation is acquainting new employees with the firm. Second phase is a maintaining phases. Maintaining human resources consists of encouraging the employees to stay with the company and stay to work effectively by using a variety of human resources management programs. These human resources management programs includes the employee relation program, compensation program, and benefit programs. Compensation programs is for rewarding the employee efforts through monetary payment. Benefit program is for providing the rewards to ensure employees' well-being. Okay, there are variety of human resources programs. Third phase of human resources management is a developing phase. Development phase of human resource management is related with improving employees' skills, techniques, improved employees' techniques, and expanding employees' capabilities. That is the development phase. There are two important activities of this phase: training and development activities, performance appraisal activities. Training activities is to teach employees new skill, to teach employees new job. These are training activities. Performance appraisal activities is to assist employees' current performance level and potential performance level. Next topic, the responsibility for human resources management. Generally, human resources management is a shared responsibility of line managers and staff human resource management specialists. Okay? Normally, in the small business organizations, the owner handles all of the HRM activities or handles most human resources management activities. However, in a larger company, human resource management activities are highly specialized. Number one, human resources planning. Is the first job, first activities. Human resources planning and job analysis are usually carried out by staff specialists. Okay. Number two, staff expert handles recruiting and selection. Owner does not recruit, does not select, does not hire. Staff expert recruit and hire the employees in larger firms. Number three, staff specialists devise orientation programs. Number four, the compensation system are developed and administered by staff. not by honor. Number 5, training and development activities are the joint responsibility of staff and line managers. Okay? Therefore, a responsibility of human resource management is different between the small companies and larger companies. Next, human resources planning. Hello, okay, good morning, okay, good morning, okay. Chapter 9, page 73, 74. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Human resources planning is the development of strategies in order to meet the company's human resources need. Developing the strategies, campaign strategies, in order to meet the firm's future employees, the size of the future employees. That is the planning. Planning is the first step. The organization's overall strategic plan is the starting point of the process. A strategic plan is the more than 5 years period plan. Okay? Our company is growing rapidly. Therefore, we will need the additional employees in the near future. Therefore, we must prepare the human resources planning in order to meet the company's human resources need. From this human resources planner, I told you there is a difference of human resource management between the larger company and the smaller company. In the smaller company, the owner managed, handled, or most of human resources activities. However, in a larger company, only human resources specialist or staff manager handle and manage, administer the human resources management activities. Okay? Therefore, human resources planner can forecast the future demand of human resources, future demand for future prospective employees. How many employees are needed for our company next year, 2 years later, 30 years later? Human resource planner must set the planning regarding this. Next, the planner, human resources planner, the human resources staff must determine whether the needed human resources will be available. We need assume that we need a lot of electronic or IT employees. In the cases, the human resource staff must consider that can we hire the available, capable IT employees in the next year, 2 years later, okay? That is the next step. Finally, HR staff must take steps to match supply and demand. Supply with the demand. Okay. Forecasting the human resources demand. The planner. In a smaller company, the planner is the owner. In a larger company, planner is a specialist. This chapter focused on the larger company, okay? Not smaller company. The planner, HR planner, should base the human resources demand forecast based on all relevant information available. The company's overall long-term strategic plan will provide the information about the future business venture, provide information about the future new products, and provide the strategic plan, provide information and provide projected expansions and or constructions. Increase the expansion or decrease the specific product line. Okay, planner must set the plan based on these informations. The technological advances are creating the new opportunities in forecasting and planning for HR demand. IT will support the human resources planning because there are a lot of software program for human resources management. Human resources management managers use the future forecasting information to determine the both of number of employees required and their qualifications. Okay. Supply. This slide is demand side. This slide provides the supply side. A forecast human resources supply must take in the account, must take into account, consider the both present workforces and future any changes that may occur within our companies. There are two useful techniques for forecasting the human supply. These Two useful techniques are replacement chart and skills inventory techniques. Replacement chart techniques is a list of key personnel and a list of their key personnel's possible replacement within the company. Okay, that is a replacement chart techniques within the firm. Matching. This slide provides the balance or matching the supply with the demand. When demand of employee is greater than the supply of potential employee, in that cases, human resources manager must make plans to recruit additional new employees. Okay. Demand is more than supply. In that cases, manager must set a plan, make a plan to recruit, to hire additional new employees. However, when the supply of employee is predicted to greater than the demand, supply of employee is greater than the demand of employees. In that cases, the manager must reduce the size of workforces, reduce the size of employees through layoff, through attrition, through early retirement, or buyout, or firing, terminating the employees. Okay, that is the final step for balancing between the supply of employee and demand of employees. Cultural diversity, human resources. Today, there are variety of ethnicity in the same workplaces. Asian employee, European employee, South American employee. There are variety of employees, ethnicity, employees, race. Therefore, managers must aware of these differences between each race's cultures. There is a difference between there exists a cultural diversity in the workplaces. Therefore, manager must administer these cultural diversity. Example of cultural diversity is described in our textbook. Example, European business people may offer a kiss on the cheek as a greeting. However, Asian business people think that kiss on the cheek is impolite. Latin Americans tend to stand close to the people with whom Latin Americans are talking. Okay? Then the North American prefer. Okay? There is a lot of the Chinese business people think that the red color represented the fortune. However, some countries think that red color represent the death. Okay? Therefore, manager must consider this cultural diversity. Okay? Cultural diversity is differences among the people in the workforces owing to races, ethnicity, and gender. Although cultural diversity represents the challenges, managers should view this cultural diversity as an opportunity rather than the disadvantages. Okay, this table shows the advantages of cultural diversity. If a manager use this cultural diversity in a positive manner, in that cases, the cost will be decreased. Okay? Cost, marketing or acquisition, marketing edge, flexibility will be advantages for our company. Okay, this table also shows the advantage of cultural diversity. Creativity will be increased. Problem solving will be increased. Bilingual skills will be increased. Okay? See this table in your home. Okay, today is last class for this subject. Next week, I will teach you the world history. Okay. Cultural diversity, human resources. The numerous U.S. companies have trained their managers in order to respect the diversity, in order to manage diversity. Okay? Diversity training program may include the following program: recruiting minority programs, training minorities to be managers, training managers to view diversity positively, training English as a second language, facilitating support group for immigrants. A diversity program will be successful only if this diversity program is a systematic, is ongoing, has a strong, sustained commitment from top leadership. Top leadership involved with the diversity program. In that cases, diversity program will be succeed. Okay, another small topic, job analysis is HRM related activities. What is a job analysis? Job analysis is a systematic procedure for studying the job to determine their various elements and requirements. Job analysis normally consists of the following two parts. Job description part, job specification part. Okay, job description is a list of the elements, requirements that make up the particular job, that carry out the particular job. Job specification is a list of qualifications required to perform the particular job. This job requires minimum bachelor degree. This program requires minimum high school diploma. Is job specifications. Okay, there are two parts. Okay, this figure shows the job descriptions and job specifications. You can see this sample of job descriptions and job specifications on the Google. Okay. This part is describe the job descriptions and knowledge and skill. This part represented the job specifications. Okay. If the business wanted to hire the employee, they will enlist these job descriptions and job specifications on the internet. Okay. Recruiting activities. What is the recruiting? Recruiting is a process of attracting the qualified job applicants. Recruitment process includes the analyzing the requirement of a job, attracting the employees to that job, screening the potential, screening the application, and review the application's resume and selecting the applicants and hiring the applicants and integrating new employees into the campaigns. Recruiters normally see the applicants outside the company, outside the firm. Sometimes see the applicants within the firm or both outside and inside the company. Okay? Okay. Recruiting consists of two types of recruiting. External recruiting and internal recruiting. These two types has advantage and disadvantages. External recruiting is the attempt to attract the job applicants from outside the organizations. The external recruiting may include the following activities. Activities on college campuses or open houses. Normally, the real estate broker want to sell the houses. The agent must open the houses, okay, or the business distribute the recruiting pamphlet to the students on the campus and open houses. Okay, there are a lot of methods for recruiting. Soliciting the recommendations from current information. What does it mean? The company wants the recommendation letter from other people's or posting in newspaper and use the employment agencies and use the online for recruiting the human resources. Advantage of external recruiting is that external recruiting brings the people into the company who has new perspective and varied business background, different business background. Sorry. Disadvantage of external recruiting is that Normally external recruiting is very, very expensive and may provoke the resentment among the inside present employees. Okay, second type is internal recruiting. Internal recruiting involves considering the present employees as an applicant for available position, upgrade position, advantage. Internal recruiting provides the strong motivations for current employees, and internal recruiting helps the firm to retain qualified, quality personnel. However, disadvantage internal recruiting leaves another position open. Okay? Firms not only incurs the recruiting and selecting cost, but the company also must train 2 employees instead of 1 employee. Train the new employee, train the inside employee. Okay? In the case of internal recruiting, selection. Selection is the process of gathering information about the applicants for the positions and then using that information to choose to select the most appropriate applicants. The common method of obtaining the information about applicants' qualifications are employment applicants, interviews, references, assessment centers, social network sites such as Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay, this figure shows the typical employment applicants. Okay. This is a sample of employment applicants. Left column, candidate, name, personnel, addresses, education history. Right side of application consists of work experiences and personal history. Okay, orientation. After the candidate joins the company, joins the businesses, the employees must go through the business orientation programs. The orientation program is the process of acquainting new employees with the business. Basic information or training, basic training that is given to the new employee starting a new job. New employee starting a new job. The HR staff must provide these basic informations and training program to the new employee at the orientation. The orientation topics range from the location of company's cafeteria to career paths within the businesses. Compensation is the most important for each employee. The employees, every employee, every employee work for their compensations. Okay? The payment the employee receive in return for their labor. Employee provide their labor, their capability. In return, they receive the salary. Salary is a compensation. Compensation system is the policies and strategies that determine the employee's compensation. For most businesses, designing an effective compensation system require the following three separate management decisions. Okay? Wage level, salary structure, and each individual employee's wages. The human resources staff must decide these three decisions. First, wage level. What is the wage level? Salary level. The management first must position the business general pay level, salary level, relative to salary level of comparable businesses. Okay? If the business does not pay the comparable level of salary, the employee will resign and work for transfer to another company. That company will pay the high salary. Okay? Therefore, the company must determine the wage level, salary level. To determine the average pay level for a job, the company must use the wage surveys. Wage survey is a collection of data on prevailing wages rate within the industry or geographic area. LA County. So 1 hour. LA County's wage level for 1 hour is $10, and Orange County's wage level is $12 per 1 hour. In that cases, LA residents work for the Orange County's campaign. Okay? Wage structure. Next, the management, HR management, must determine the wage structure by designing on the relative salary level for all the positions within the firm. Manufacturing workers' labor salary is $4,000 for 1 month. Accounting the employees is a monthly salary is $6,000 in the cases. The manufacturing worker think that, oh, it is not equal. We work more than the accounting employees. However, accounting employees receive more salary than the manufacturing employees. In that cases, there is a conflict, okay, between accounting department and the manufacturing department. Therefore, wage structure is developed on the basis of a job evaluations, accounting job evaluations, manufacturing job evaluations, marketing job evaluations. Okay? Job evaluation is a process of determining the relative worth of the various jobs within a firm. Okay? Finally, the company HR managers must determine each employees fixed salary, fixed wages. Okay, that is the last step. Okay, for the HR step. Comparable words. What is the comparable words? Comparable words is a concept that seeks equal compensations for equal job, requiring about the same level of education, same level of training, same level of skill. Bachelor degree employees, master degree employees, salary must be comparable. Okay? In recent decades, many states have taken steps to ensure that all workers have equal pay for comparable works, equal pay for equal work. The federal government set the regulations regarding this equal pay for equal work. We will review this, the federal regulations in the subsequent slide. Okay, the types, there are variety types of compensations. Most forms of compensation includes the following categories: hourly wages, salaries, commission, incentive payment, lump sum salary increase, profit sharing type, profit sharing compensation. There are a lot of types of compensations. Hourly wages is a specific amount of money paid for each hour of work. Salary is a fixed amount of money paid for employees during a set calendar period. During the 1 month, during the 1 year. Salary does not regard the actual number of hours worked. In holiday, do not care. Business must pay the holiday in the holiday commission. Commission is a payment that is a percentage of sales revenue. If the manager increased their $10,000 increase more than $10,000 of sales revenue. In that cases, the CEO give with the 5% of the increased sales revenue. That is the type of the commission. Incentive payment is a payment in addition to the wage, salary, and commissions. Incentive payment is used for sustaining their capable employees, such as IT employees. Lump sum salary increase is the entire paid raises taken in one lump sum, one time. Practice sharing compensation is a distribution of a percentage of firm's profit among its employees. There are a lot of types of compensations. Okay, employee benefit. Employee benefit is a reward in addition to regular salary that is provided indirectly, that is paid to the employees indirectly. Okay, the types of benefit. There are variety type of benefits, employee benefit. Benefit types includes pay for the time not work, insurance packages, pension program, retirement program, unemployment insurance program, social security program. There are a lot of benefit types. for the each employees, you know, medium size companies. Okay? Paid for time not worked benefit covered such absence as a vacation absence, holiday absence, sick leave absence. I'm bad, I have a headache, therefore I cannot work. I wanted to stay in my home. In that cases, the business must pay the employee for the time not work. This is the type of benefits. Insurance packages. Most business provide the insurance package, such as the health insurance, life insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance payment, okay, and pension and retirement program benefits. The business provide the pension program such as 401k. What does the meaning of 410k program? Assume that the employee saved the $500 into the 401k account. In that cases, the business owner must match the $500 for 1 month into the individual employee's pension account, and the pension saving account will decrease the annual gross annual wage amount for the tax return to the IRS. Unemployment insurance. If a business benefit the unemployment insurances, in that cases, the employees does not work, and terminated and leave out of the business. In that cases, the California Employment of Development Department will pay the unemployment payment up to 89% of the monthly payment. That unemployment payment can be less for 2 years. Another benefit is a Social Security. If you submitted your tax return for 10 years, and each year maximum credit is 4. You achieve 40 credit for the Social Security. In that cases, after the 62 years old ages, the federal government will pay the pension until your death. In that cases, the business pay the half of your Social Security tax amount. Workers' compensation insurance benefit. Workers' compensation insurance pays the medical bills for injuries that is occurred on job and provide income for employees who are disabled by job-related injuries. In the cases, you can see the workers' compensation insurance, even if you do not work. Okay. Other benefits includes tuition reimbursement plan. When the employee go to the school and pay the tuition, in that cases, the company compensate your all tuition. Okay. Some company provide child care services, camping, cafeteria, exercise rooms. Okay. There are a lot of employee benefits in order to maintain the employees. Training, okay. Another activities is training and development. What is the employee training? Training is to teach the business operations and teach the technical employees how to do their present job more effectively, more efficiently, without wasting time, without wasting cost. Okay? Management deployment is a process of preparing the managers and other professionals to assume increased responsibility in present position and future positions. Okay, analysis of training needs. When thinking about developing a training program, the managers first must determine if training is actually needed or not. Okay? If so, if training is needed, what type of training is needed? Okay? Several methods are available for employee training and management development, such as on-the-job training method, simulation training method, classroom teaching and lecturing method, conference and seminars method, role-playing method, electronic learning method. There are several types of methods for training the employee and developing the employees. Okay, last step, evaluation of the training and development. to ensure that training and development are as cost effective as possible. The responsible manager should evaluate the campaign's effort periodically. Performance appraiser is the evaluation of employees' current level of performances and potential level of performances to allow the manager to make the objective human resources decisions. This performance appraisal has three main objectives. Okay. I'll read these three main objectives in your home. Okay. This figure shows the example of performance appraisal. At the end of the accounting period, the last quarter, the manager evaluated each employee's performances by using this performance appraisal form, and the manager determined whether to increase the salary or not, to raise the position or not, based on this performance appraisal form. Common evaluation techniques. The objective evaluation method or the judgment appraisal method. There are various types of techniques, evaluation techniques. What is the objective appraisal method? This method uses some measurable quantity as the basis for evaluate the employees' performances, such as the employees' output for 1 hour, output per 1 month, or dollar volume of sales amount for 1 month. Okay, for the manufacturing employees, number, how many defective products the employee produces. That is the objective appraisal method. Judgment method. Judgment appraisal method requires that the managers, the judge, or estimate employees the performance level based on the manager's long time experiences. Okay, that is the judgment appraisal method. Performance feedback. There are three major approaches to performance feedback interviews. First approach, tell and share. Second approach, tell and listen. Third approach, problem solving. Okay, read these three major approaches anyhow. Okay. Okay, another approach, another approach that has become very popular is called the three 360 degree evaluation. What is the 360 degree evaluation? 660 degree evaluation is a performance appraisal system in which the managers are evaluated by every workers, every employees around him, such as their boss evaluated, their co-workers evaluated, their subordinate evaluated. This feedback evaluation give a more complete picture of true employees' performances. Okay. The last. Yeah. Legal environment. The legal environment of human resources management. The major federal laws that is affecting human resource management are described in this table. Okay? National Labor Relations Act established collective bargaining process. Union power in labor management relations and rational labor relation board. Fair Labor Standard Act established the minimum wages for 1 hour and established overtime pay rate for employees who is working more than 40 hours per 1 week. Labor Management Relation Act provide the balance between union power and management power that is known as the Taft-Hartley Act. Equal Pay Act specify that man and woman who do equal job must pay the equal wage. Title 6 of Civil Rights Act prohibit the discrimination in employment practice based on the sex, race, color, religion, and national origin. The company cannot prohibit, cannot discriminate based on the race, religion, national origin. Age discrimination in Employment Act prohibit the personal practices that discriminate against the people aged 40 years or more than 40 years. Occupational Safety and Health Act regulate the degree to which the employees can be, the employee has a legal right to work in safety, legal right not exposed to hazardous substances. Therefore, Occupational Safety and Health Act specify the safety equipment that the employer must provide. Employment, Retirement, Income, the Security Act regulate the company's retirement program and provide the federal insurance program for retirement plan that go bankruptcies. Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act. What? This act requires the business owner to provide each employee 2 months, 60 days notice regarding that our company will be closed, or our company will firing 50 employees, or we will firing more than 50 employees. In that cases, the business owner must provide the notices prior to 2 months before the process, before the firing, terminating. American with Disability Act this act prohibits discrimination against qualified individuals with disabilities in all employment practices. Civil Rights Act empowers each employee to sue the owner for sexual discriminations, for collect punitive damages. Family and Medical Leave Act. This act requires the company to provide up to 3 months of leave, vacation, without pay on the births of employees, child, or employee, or his wife and husband, or employee's child, parents, is a serious ill. In that cases, the employee can leave 3 months for caring for his family members without the firing, without the terminating, based on this Federal Family and Medical Leave Act. The Affordable Care Act requires the business owners to make health insurance payment to the employees, or pay an assessment, and gives employees the right, provide the employees the right to buy health insurances. Okay, from another provider, another medical providers. Okay, if the organization's health insurance is